Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome to Marvel Legendary. This is a deck building card game for 1 to 5 players that I have been like hyper fixated on for the past week. Um, it's a ton of fun, and nobody wants to play with me right now, and I'm sad, so I'm going to play by myself and record it for reasons I don't know. Why not? Um, I'm gonna try to like explain what I'm doing and explain how the game works in case you're like, you don't know what's going on. Maybe you want to play the game, the video game, the card game. So first of all, I'm playing on Tabletop Simulator, which is a game on Steam. You can buy it right now for, I think not on sale, it's like $20 or something, or $40. It's worth it. This game is so good. Like, there are mods for like every board game or card game you could possibly imagine, and then like stuff that's Tabletop Simulator only, like made for Tabletop Simulator. Excuse me. So yeah, buy this game. It's good. Um, I'm using a scripted mod for Marvel Legendary. If you search for Marvel Legendary on the workshop, you can probably find it. If you can't, well, look harder. So I'm gonna go with new game. I'm gonna use all the extra content. I don't have the... These ones are just the same bystanders, just different artwork. You can have both if you want, but I only go with one. I'm going to run with all the expansions. And yeah, so since I'm playing by myself, I'm going to be playing multi-handed, which is where you play a two-player game, but by yourself. So if you want to do multi-hand mode, you choose how many hands you want to run and just do it. Two is already like kind of overwhelming. There's a one-player game mode, but I find it's not as balanced, sort of. I don't know, it always seemed really, really easy when I was playing single player, even with like some of the harder stuff, so. I'm sick. I'm sorry. I'm clicking this button. So the mod sets up, and it shows everything that's going on here. So how this game works is you are controlling a group of heroes, these 5 heroes to be precise: Siren, time-traveling Jean Grey, Superior Iron Man, Namora, and the Green Goblin. Heroes. And our job is to stop this guy, Ultron, from performing his scheme, which is bathe the Earth in cosmic rays. So everything here has been randomly generated, randomly set up from all these groups of like a billion different like masterminds, villains, henchmen, schemes, heroes. Because there's a lot of expansions in this game if you didn't notice while I was choosing them. Oh, and I'm listening to some Toho music in the background so that there's actual music, because this game doesn't have music. Well, it does, but it's kind of whatever. Hopefully I have it at a volume that's like audible but not overwhelming me. I guess we'll find out. So, like I said, our goal is to fight this mastermind. And to do so, we need to recruit cards from these 5 decks of heroes. So when the game starts, all of these heroes are going to be shuffled together into one hero deck, and then the top 5 cards are going to be put out into the HQ over here, and then we can recruit them for the cost on the bottom right. Each deck has 1 of the ultimate rare cards, 3 of the uncommon card, which is this one, and then 5 of 2 different common cards, which are these ones. And if you don't know who some of these characters are, good. I don't know who this is. And I don't know who this is. But I know who these 3 are. And I know who this is. He's a bad guy. I'm not like the biggest Marvel fan in the universe. I've watched like most of the movies. I haven't watched any of the TV shows or anything like that, and I've read a few of the comics. So, yeah. If you're like, wow, this guy doesn't know who Siren is, what a nerd. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is the mastermind. He always leads Ultron's Legacy, which is this villain group right here. And then these two this villain group and this henchman group are randomly generated. These three are going to be shuffled together to make the villain deck, along with 5 Master Strike cards and 6 twists according to this setup. The number of twists is different depending on the scheme. And at the start of every turn, you draw a card from the villain deck. And if it's a Master Strike, you have to do what this Master Strike says. So every player reveals a tech hero or puts a non-gray hero from their discard pile into a threat analysis pile next to Ultron. Ultron is empowered by each color in his threat analysis pile. So that's a lot of words. So first of all, a tech hero is something like this. See the top left of this card? The first icon is their team affiliation, which in this case is the Illuminati. And then the bottom card is their class, which in this case is tech. This would be covert. Like Jean Grey is a X-Men covert. For this card anyways, each card is a different class. So like, these ones are also covert, these ones are instinct. This one is a dual class, it's both ranged and covert. And then there's green, which is strength. I don't know if any of these have strength cards in their decks. I don't know. Looks like this is all covert. It's all tech and ranged. Yeah, there's no strength in any of these. So when a Master Strike shows up, each player needs to reveal a tech hero from their hand or in play currently. So, say this shows up and I have Humble Brag in my hand. I can reveal it and then I won't have to do this thing. So, if you don't have a tech hero, you would need to put a non-gray hero from their discard pile into a threat analysis pile next to Ultron. And he's empowered by each color in his threat analysis pile. What does Empower do? I don't know. Let's read this. Empowered by class, gain +1 attack per HQ card with the class. So, if he gets... Say you can't reveal a tech hero and you need to put this one, like an instinct hero into his threat analysis pot, or not instinct. This is a covert. For every covert hero in the HQ, which is this 5 cards, he would get +1 attack. So his base attack is 9, and then it can go up based on how many classes are in the threat analysis pile. Yeah, so the scheme is to bathe Earth in cosmic rays. This is our lose con, and also what happens when a Scheme Twist card pops up from the villain deck. So in this case, if a Scheme Twist happens, each player in turn does the following. Reveal your hand, KO one of your non-gray heroes, choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost, and put it into your hand. The word non-gray is coming up. This is your starter deck. It's a bunch of garbage. It's 8 of these cards, which give you 1 recruit power. That's the star on the left. And then 4 of these cards, which gives you 1 attack power, which is the claw icon on the left. You use recruit power to buy things from the HQ. Use attack power to attack things. Villains that come out, like this guy takes 6 attack to kill. This guy takes 3 attack to kill. So those are gray because they don't have a class. And some officers that you buy from this stack are also gray. Most are. These are gray, and a lot of the sidekicks that you can recruit are gray. You can buy an officer for $3, you can buy a sidekick for $2, and I guess we'll show what they do when they pop up. And evil wins when the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile is 6 times the number of players. So since I'm playing two-handed, that I technically 2 players. So if there are 12 gray heroes in this non-gray heroes in this KO pile, I lose the game. The game also ends in a draw between good and evil if the villain deck runs out. And I think also if the hero allies deck runs out, it ends in a draw. That's never happened to me before, but could happen. So I'm just gonna get into the game and explain what happens when that happens. So I'm gonna click the finish setup button and it'll finish setting up. Oh, I forgot, it also puts bystanders in there, which you need to rescue because why wouldn't you rescue some bystanders? I'm gonna shuffle this again because sometimes it doesn't shuffle. Alright, so I'm starting as the or the green player over here. And then there's also the white player. Green player over here's got 3 recruit, 1 attack. White player's got 5 recruit and 1 attack. I said 3, I meant 5. Words are hard. For this mod, you can click the spawn playmat button and it'll spawn a random playmat. Who is this? I don't know. I like this one. Squirrel Girl. I know who that is. Oh, I like that. That looks cool. These are nice playmats. So this mod is pretty heavily scripted. So at the end of your turn, everything in play and in your hand will automatically be discarded and you'll automatically draw a new hand. So it's pretty nice if you're like a fan of not having to do things manually, or if you're new to Tabletop Simulator and like, I don't know how to do all this shit. Just let it do it for you. So at the start of your turn, you play the top card of the villain deck. It's a henchman. Cytoplasm Spikes. So the henchman's going to show up and he's going to go into the sewers. If there was already a villain here, you would push the villain that was in the sewers into the bank, and then he would go into the sewers. That's what this push button's for. You press it, and it pushes the city for you. If there was someone in the bank already, though, and he goes into the sewers, he doesn't move, because he's not getting pushed out. So, to fight him, you need to have 3 attack, and when you fight him, feast. Feast is when you fight him, you KO the top card of your deck. If you hover over most of the cards in the mod, it'll like tell you what the keywords mean, which is nice. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you gotta look things up if you're like new to the game and confused, but yeah. I can't kill him because he needs 3 attack, and I only have 1. But I can kill him next turn because, like I said, your deck has 4 of these guys, and your deck has 12 cards in it, and I'm drawing 6 cards at the end of the turn, so I will have 3 and 3 next turn. So will this guy. But what can I buy? I have $5. So optimized technology here seems pretty good. It's 2 attack, draw a card. It's nice. This one's 2 attack, and that icon is a superpower. To use the superpower effect, you need to have played that class before you play this card. So if you have played a ranged hero before you play this card, you get the effect. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. If one of them has a higher cost than the other, draw it. Put the other back in any order. And let's see, there's Namora. You get +1 attack, usable only against villains in the sewers, the bridge, or the mastermind. So this is a 2 attack card, or 3 attack if you're attacking someone in the sewers, the bridge, or the mastermind. It's the same card. And then this one, shatter each... Oh, this is a... You need to play a... what is this one? Covert. Yeah, red is covert. I'm still learning too. I've only played this game like a dozen times so far. I'm sorry. So if you play a covert hero before this, you shatter each hero currently in this HQ whose printed cost is 2, 4, 6, and or 8. What shatter does is it halves the cost. And sometimes you shatter like villains and stuff, and it shatters their attack that you need to hit. So this card just seems good. Like 2 attack, draw a card seems nice. It's 2 different classes. One of them is tech, which is nice for this shit, so I don't have to get rid of my good cards and make Ultron stronger. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna click the buy button, and it'll automatically put it into here, and automatically bring out the next one. Herculean Effort. When you defeat a villain in the sewers or bridge, transform this into Master of Depths and put it on top of your deck. I haven't seen that keyword yet. What does it do? Play the card being transformed as normal, then take out the corresponding cards from the transformation box and play the newly transformed card. Remove from play the original card and retain the attack/recoup power of the card for this turn. Oh, that's cool. Alright. And that's the end of my turn. When playing single player or multi-handed, you click the cleanup button and it'll switch me over, and it'll automatically discard all the cards that were in play and draw me a new hand. If you're playing multiplayer, all you need to do is click the end turn button at the top of the little screen here, you know, your monitor, your computer monitor. And that'll end your turn, clean up everything, put you over to the next turn. So, start of this guy's turn. He plays the top card of the villain deck. It's another Cytoplasm Spikes. You push this guy forward, you put him in the sewers. Okay, so this guy's also 5/1. This card is a lot of recruit. 3 recruit's pretty good. I don't know what the transformed card does. Am I like allowed to look? Am I like allowed to look that up? I guess why not? Master of Depths. That's this. Smash 3. If you smash a 0-cost hero this way, KO it. What does smash do? You may discard another card from your hand. If you do, you gain attack power equal to the smash number. Okay, so this would have me discard a card from my hand, if I choose, and I would get 3 attack. And if I smash a 0-cost hero this way, I KO it, which is good, because all this the 0-cost shit in my deck is garbage. So this seems like a pretty good card. Late game, you want more like attack cards than you do recruit cards, so that's like a 3 attack card, which is nice. And early game, you want some recruit power to recruit the good cards to give you a lot of attack. So I think I'm just going to buy this. And then clean up and end my turn. Alright. We got Brutish Ultron 14. He is empowered by Strength. Gets +1 attack for each hero in the HQ with the printed symbol. There were no Strength cards in any of these heroes, so that's kind of good. The fight effect is each player reveals a Strength hero or gains a wound. That's bad because I can't really get Strength heroes other than some of the sidekicks and officers are Strength, I think. So that happens when you fight it. I don't think I said that for this. When you fight it, you do this effect. When you fight it, you do this fight effect. And the escape effect, if this guy gets all the way over here and he gets pushed out of the city, he goes into the escape pile, and then you do the escape effect, which in this case is the same as the fight effect. So I am 3-3. I have a choice. I can either buy my card first so that the card gets shuffled into my draw pile, because when I fight this guy, Feast happens, which means I KO the top card of my deck, but I don't have a deck, so I need to shuffle my discard pile into my deck, and then KO the top card of it. So if I buy a card before I shuffle it in, I have a better chance to draw it next turn, but I also have a better chance to KO it from this Feast, which would kind of suck. I'm gonna do it, I think. I'm gonna buy first. This card was the, yeah, this guy was the one that bought this one. So these two do kind of like combo together because they're both ranged. Okay, I'm gonna buy first and then attack, and hopefully I don't hit the guy I just bought, which would make me very sad. Echolocation. Choose a hero class, investigate for a card of that hero class. So investigating is you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, and if you find a card of that hero class, you draw it. Simple. This hover text is kind of broken off. Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to attack the Cytoplasm Spikes. He'll go into my victory pile. He's worth 1 victory point, which is the little red circle on the right there. and then I do the fight effect. So fight feast. So he feasts on the top card of my draw pile. Hopefully it's not... Okay, good. So KOing, you put the card in the KO pile, and it's no longer in your deck. KOing your gray cards is good because they're terrible. You want good cards. You don't want these bad garbage cards. If it KO'd one of the cards I bought, I would have been very sad. And that's it. I used my 3 buy and my 3 attack. So I'm going to click the cleanup button. Go to white player. It's a scheme twist. So when a scheme twist card pops up, you do what the scheme twist says. So each player in turn does one of the following. Reveal your hand, KO one of your non-gray heroes. Choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost and put it into your hand. Well, this guy doesn't have any non-gray heroes, so he doesn't need to do that. This guy does, which is unfortunate. So I need to KO one of these, and then I choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost and put it into my hand. So if I KO Optimized Technology, I can pick any of these cards, and if I KO Superior to Others, I can only pick this one. I'll probably KO this one. I don't know, I think this card's good. Like, 2 attack, draw a card, it's just good. This one requires you to have another range card, which sometimes won't happen. Like, if I get rid of this card is suddenly not good anymore because I don't have any more ranged cards. And none of these are ranged, they're all covert. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. And I choose a hero with the same cost from the HQ and put it into my hand. Throw over the railing. Choose a villain on the rooftops or bridge, it gets -2 attack this turn. If you have played a covert first. Seems fine. There's a lot of covert cards. Like a lot of them. Okay, then this goes over here. Because of the scheme, there were 6 twists in the deck, so now there's 5 more in there. That scheme effect is kinda gross, if I'm being honest. Alright, anyways, it's white player's turn. He has 3 attack and 3 buy, just like the other one. Same deal. I can buy first, and then do this. Do I want to buy throw over the railing, though? What did I buy? I need to buy attack cards to go with this. Like, in order to transform it, I need some attack cards. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to gamble and hope that I don't get the one of my good cards when I kill it. Whenever you play or dodge with this card, another Hydra ally in your hand gains dodge this turn. I don't have Hydra allies, I have Shield. Like, these are Shield guys. Green Goblin is from the villains sort of expansion where you play as villains and like fight heroes. Some of the stuff is equivalent between the two, like, but I don't know if Hydra and Shield are equivalent. I don't think Hydra and Shield are equivalent. I know stuff like, if it says officers, that also counts Madam Hydras, or if it says Madam Hydras, it counts Shield officers. And if it says new recruits, it counts sidekicks. If it says villain, it counts the whatever the villain version of villains are. Adversaries, I think they're called. Well, I've spent my 3 buy and I'm attacking the Cytoplasm Spikes. So it goes to my victory pile, and then I feast on the top card of my deck. That is extremely unfortunate. Okay. So, because I have KO'd a non-gray hero, I get +2 buy this turn. Yay. The only thing I can afford with 2 buy is a sidekick or a recruit. Sidekicks tend to be better, usually. There are the base game sidekicks, which are draw 2 cards and then put it under the sidekick deck. And then there's the expansion ones, which do other things, and then put them on the bottom of the sidekick deck. So I'm going to buy a sidekick. I got Lockjaw. He has phasing, which means you can put it on top of your deck. You can switch it with the top card of your deck. That's it. If the card with phasing is in your hand, you may swap it with the top card of your deck. Yep. Alright. Next turn. Crimson Howl. This one is empowered by Covert, which means that he is currently at 9 attack because there are 4 coverts in the HQ. Ambush. He captures the bystander, so he takes the top card of the bystander deck, and now he has it. This is a special bystander. When you rescue it, you may move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain is already there, swap them. Alright, this guy's going to be difficult to kill. Very difficult to kill. This card is gray. And I don't have any classes in my discard pile, so this isn't going to get me anything, unfortunately. I might not play it. Yeah, I'm not even going to play that card, I think. Play this first draw card. Like, I can't attack anything this turn. I only have 4 attack. And if I shuffle my discard pile into my deck is going to be full of nothing but garbage. Where if I shuffle after this turn, I'm shuffling these 2 and whatever I buy this turn into my deck. Which is a little better. Alright, so I have 3 attack and 4 buy. Dodge is you discard the card to draw another card. This doesn't seem that good. Maybe when more green goblins show up. I don't know, I want some of this stuff. I need to get the coverts out so that this guy gets weaker. And there's usually villains in the sewers, so this is good. And it's good for fighting the mastermind. It's good for stopping the thing on the bridge from escaping. Seems fine. Armor upgrades. 1 attack card. If you play a tech card, you get 2 attack. Wow. Alright, white player's turn. It's a Master Strike. So each player reveals a tech hero or puts a non-gray hero from the discard pile into a threat analysis pile next to Ultron. Well, this guy's got a tech hero. He just revealed it. This guy does not have a tech hero. So he needs to put a non-gray hero from the discard pile into a threat analysis pile next to Ultron. Ultron is empowered for each color in the threat analysis pile. Well, goodbye, Lockjaw. So Ultron is now at 2 attack. Oh no, because there's no... Yeah, there's no ranged heroes over here, so Ultron is not empowered by blue. Well, he is empowered by blue, but there's no ranged here. I call them by the colors sometimes, I'm sorry. I'm still, like, sort of learning the game myself, so... Okay, what do I got here? I've got 3 attack, 4 buy. I can't do anything with the 3 attack. With the 4 buy... I might just buy this and a sidekick because I needed like a tech card. This side doesn't have any tech cards, so this card's kind of bad. Maybe I'll buy this just because it's tech. Is that stupid? That might be stupid. I could just buy another one of these. Whatever. And I can't do anything with the 3 attack. My game lags a bit sometimes. It's Hawkeye. Yeah, this is an adversary. Wait. When fighting this card, reveal that many cards from the top of the adversary deck. That enemy immediately gains plus attack power equal to the total victory points of all the cards you revealed. Fight or fail. So if you fail to fight, each other player draws a card, or each other player discards a card. So you can fight him with 3 attack. Can you add more attack after the... If fail, lose all attack. Can't fight again this turn. Oh boy. Do you need to add the attack first? That's a good question. Or can you like reveal the stuff and then add the extra attack afterwards? Well, first of all, I'm going to draw a card. These are my only 3 cards, right? No, I have another Nomura in there, another Covert. I'm going to investigate for Covert. So I reveal the top 2 cards in my deck. Nope. And I put them back in any order. Let me get some of these out so I can keep track of my stats. So I've got 5 attack, plus an extra one if I attack the thing in the sewers or the mastermind. And then I have 6 attack and 3 buy. This guy is empowered by 2, so he's at 7. There are no strength heroes, so whenever we kill this guy, each player gets a wound. That's just happening. Unless we get a strength from these 2 stacks. So I can't kill you. I can kill you. I can probably kill you. I'm going to put 7 attack into Hawkeye. I'm going to assume I need to put the attack in before I reveal the cards. That seems like it would make sense. So I'm putting 7 attack into Hawkeye. What is the attack equal to the extra victory points? Okay, so 5. Okay, so he's at 8 attack. 9. And then these go on the bottom? According to this? Randomly you turn to the villain deck bottom, yeah, okay. Ah. Why isn't this working? I guess you can't do that with 2 cards. So he's at 8 attack, or 9 attack, so I fail, and each other player draws a card. And I cannot attack again this turn. Unfortunate. I'm gonna buy this. Combines with this. Helps with this. Seems fine. Pumpkin bombs. Discard any cards this turn. You get +2 attack. Okay, so this is some dodge synergy. You can like dodge with this card, and then this card gets +2 attack if you play it. Seems cool. Alchema. Powered by Instinct. Fight, KO a card from your discard pile. It's a good effect. I don't have a discard pile. I also don't have a lot of attack. I'm going to put all the attack into Hawkeye, because maybe these won't have victory points. They do. Okay, so I fail the fight. And fail effect, each other player draws a card. Oh, I thought I had another in there. Okay, I've got 5 buy. I could go for like Green Goblin stuff. There's a few Green Goblins here. I'll buy this in a sidekick. So patrolling means if that space is empty, you resolve the effect. This seems not great. I mean, drawing 7 cards next turn is better than drawing 6 cards. Okay, and I'm using my last $2 to buy a sidekick. It skids. If any player would gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. Seems nice. Alright, the city is looking a little spooky. I've got 3 attack and 4 buy. Well, I'm attacking this thing. Same deal. Do I buy first to put whatever I buy into my deck and give me a better chance of drawing it? That also gives me a much better chance of him feasting on a non-gray hero, though. Which would kind of suck. I guess I'll do it. No, that's stupid. No, it's not. Gambling. Combine first. It's Green Goblin's rare card. Return from your discard pile to your hand all the cards you discarded this turn. Okay, discard, like, this discard synergy seems kind of cool. I'll try to get it with this side. This side's the one that bought the other Goblin card, right? Yeah. I'll try to buy some Goblin stuff with the right hand. Okay. I'm attacking the Cytoplasm Spikes, which means I shuffle my discard pile into my deck and feast on this card. Oh, hell yeah. Lucky. I'm a lucky boy. It's a bystander. So when you reveal a bystander from the villain deck, the closest villain to the villain deck captures it. Or if there's no villains in the city, Ultron captures it, the mastermind. So Alchema has captured this news reporter. This is one brave motherfucker. Look at this guy. I would not want to be near the Hulk and whoever the hell the guy in the top left is. Okay, so what do I got? I've got 3 attack, 3 buy. Well, the only thing I can attack is Hawkeye. Time for him to do his Uru Enchanted Weapon effect. Okay, he's got 6 attack this turn. Getting a Scheme Twist on the bottom is pretty nice. Those Scheme Twists are scary. So yeah, the fail effect happens, and this one draws a card. Once again, this is all of the good cards at once, which is probably a good thing. I only have 3 buy total, so I can't buy anything in the lineup, so I can only buy an officer or a sidekick. I think I'm going to buy an officer because I want to buy this, so I need recruit, which is what the officers usually have. This is just a core set officer. 3 cost, 2 buy, whatever, fine. Generally speaking, you don't want a ton of them. You want, like, attack. But to get the attack cards, you need to be able to buy them with recruit cards, so... There's, like, a balance you gotta strike. It's possible I lose. Like, pretty possible I lose, because... Oh, I need to keep track of the... I need to keep track of the non-gray heroes in the KO pile, because that's the lose con. Once there are 12 non-gray heroes, this shit happens. Alright, left side's turn. It's a Master Strike. Each player reveals a tech hero, or puts a non-gray hero from the discard pile to a threat analysis pile. You have a tech. Yeah, he reveals this. You have a tech, reveals this. Okay, I don't have to do that then. Thanks. Good. Oop, lag. Okay, this is kind of complicated. Or is it? Not really. Do I have anything good in there? No. This card's also gray, right? Yeah, okay, so this... I might not play this card. For the same reason as last time, because I don't want to shuffle all this garbage into my deck without all my good cards being in it. This is usable against the bridge, too. Can I hit Ultron? Are there any ranged cards in here? No. So Ultron's only at 9 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm at 2. Another 2. And I'm at 6, plus I draw a card. One, and then 3, because I played a tech card before it. This optimized technology is both tech and ranged. So I'm at 10 attack, plus I have 2 extra that I can use against Brutish Ultron 14 or the Mastermind. Oh, I never explained the win con, did I? So the Mastermind has 4 of these, what are they called? Tactics, Mastermind tactics under him. They are shuffled at the start of the game and put under him, and when you fight him, you reveal the top Mastermind tactic and do what it says. And when all 4 of the Mastermind tactics are defeated, you win the game. Pretty simple. So I am not going to play this card, like, for the reason I said before. I'm going to instead just play these 2. So I have 2 buy. And I'm going to attack Ultron using the extra attack from these 2. So it only costs me 7 from this pool. So I'm down to 3 attack, and I'm attacking the top Mastermind tactic. Each other player in turn reveals a tech hero or puts an Ultron's Legacy victory from their victory pile into an empty city space. Well, he's got a tech hero. Cool. So I put the tactic into my victory pile. It's worth a lot of victory points. And then I only need to hit him 3 more times, and I win the game. Then I'm going to attack Hawkeye. Alright, he's got more. Putting the Master Strike on the bottom is really good. But I couldn't kill him. And each other player draws a card. I only have 2 buy, which means I can only buy a sidekick or a recruit, but I'm going to buy a sidekick. These guys, the recruit and the Hydra, Madam Hydras, are from the villain expansion, if that wasn't clear. Okay, so this is the base game sidekick. Or not base game. One of the early expansions adds these. And yeah, you draw 2 cards, and then return to the sidekick stack. Oh, and you can only recruit 1 sidekick per turn. I don't think I mentioned that before. Clean up. It's a Master Strike. Each player reveals a tech hero, puts a non-gray hero from the discard pile into the threat analysis pile. This guy's got a tech hero. This guy's got a tech hero. Hell yeah. I'm getting lucky. Okay, so what can you do? 2 attack, you get the bonus attack against the bridge and the Mastermind. Choose a villain on the rooftops or bridge, it gets -2 attack this turn. Okay, this might be my best bet to kill Hawkeye. could dodge this card. Hope to draw something better than just a 1 attack card. I'm going to use Throw Over the Railings effect on Hawkeye. So he's at 1 attack now. I'm going to dodge this card, which means I discard it and draw a card. It's probably an improvement. So I'm at 5 attack and 5 recruit. I'm going to try and kill Hawkeye. I'm putting all 5 of my attack into this Hawkeye. Or... oh, but then I'd have to KO that. I don't want to do that. I could just kill Brutish Ultron 14. Bite the bullet, give everyone a wound. I'm going to try and kill Hawkeye. I'm putting all 5 attack into Hawkeye. Okay, he is extremely dead. Alright, need to shuffle these. Alright, and fight. Each other player gains, draws a card. Alright, now capture this. So that was 5 attack. I couldn't kill anything else anyways. Even if I didn't put all 5 in. I think I'm gonna buy these guys. I'm gonna like try and get all these goblins with the right side. Seems like an interesting little setup. I had 1 recruit point left over. You can't buy anything with 1 recruit point. I don't think ever. It's a Cytoclasm Spikes. Alright, first off, 2 attack, draw a card. Then this is a tech card, so this gains 3 instead of 1. I have 7 attack, and I get 1 extra attack against the bridge, or the sewers, or the mastermind. Then I'm at 9 attack, and 4 recruit? No. 3 recruit? Why did I have a 1 there? I think I just forgot to delete it. Yeah, I forgot to delete the 1. I could attack Ultron again. There's no range stuff in here. It only costs 8 to attack him because of the extra from Heart of the Ocean. Each other player reveals their hand and discards each card that has the same card name as any card in Ultron's threat analysis pile. So you would need to discard Lockjaw. He doesn't have one. Then I have $4. This card has not been, like, doing me any favors. This could be okay, I guess. This seems bad. I don't know. Playing a card to make your next hand better, and that's all it does, seems not good. If it also gave, like, 1 recruit or something, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've only played this game 12 times-ish. I'm buying that. Okay, all the goblin cards are showing up, so this guy's gonna have a good time with all these goblins. Alright. We got Legions of Ultron. It's empowered by tech. When you fight it, you draw a card. How many tech cards are currently out? A lot. So this guy has 7 attack. I don't get to fight anything this turn, which is a little unfortunate. I guess I'll get to show off what happens when something escapes. But I do have 7 recruit, which means I can buy this. What is that affiliation? Oh, the Sinister Six, probably. If any player would gain a wound, you may discard the stat if you do draw 2 cards. Well, that's not happening. The sidekicks, when you play them, immediately go under the sidekick stack, but if you just leave them in play, it'll automatically do that at the end of your turn. So I'm lazy, so I'm just going to do that instead. I have 7 recruit and 1 attack, and I'm using that 7 recruit to buy Experimental Goblin Serum. If you discard any cards this turn, kidnap a bystander. That's just the villain version of rescuing, so I would rescue the top card of the bystander stack and put it in my victory pile. Alright, that's all this side can do. And when I click the clean up button, this sidekick should go at the bottom of that deck. Yep. Alright. Wolverine. He's got 2 Uru enchanted weapons. Ew. Oh wait, was Hawkeye only supposed to be revealing 1? I think Hawkeye was only supposed to be revealing 1. Whoops. Where was Hawkeye? Yeah, 1. Uru enchanted weapon 1. Yeah, whoops. I have reading comprehension problems. Alright, so Brutish Ultron 14 has escaped. So first of all, the escape effect happens, so each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. No one's got strength heroes, unfortunately, so everyone gains a wound. Click the gain wound button. So these are wounds. They're basically garbage that gets thrown in your deck. And you can use the healing effect on them to heal them, but the healing effects are usually pretty nasty. So, what do I have in my deck? I believe once again the 2 cards in my deck are grays when echolocation shows up. I'm going to investigate for coverts, because I think there's one left in here. Sure isn't. This card hasn't been doing good things. Maybe it's not great. Okay, so I have 5 attack and 2 buy, and I get an extra attack against Sewers, Bridge, or Mastermind. This guy's actually only empowered by 1 right now. Or I could fight Wolverine. That's a fucking 2 enchanted weapons on top of 5 attack already. That's a good fight effect, though. Overrun is the villain version of Escape, so when he escapes, that happens. I'm gonna attack this. He's at 6 attack because he's empowered by Covert, and there's 1 Covert, but I have an extra attack against villains on the bridge. So I forgot, when a villain escapes, you need to KO a hero which costs 6 or less from the HQ. Can get rid of that since I think it's garbage and another one comes up. Unfortunately, this makes this lose con happen faster. And if they had a bystander when they escaped, each player would also have to discard a card. And when I rescue this bystander, you may move a villain to an adjacent cityscape. If another villain is already there, swap them. I'm gonna do that. Switch these 2. Because this guy seems invincible. I feel silly I was fucking up Hawkeye's effect. But too late to fix it now. I'm learning. We're learning together. Okay, I have $2. I can buy this. This hasn't been helpful. It will be more helpful once I get more cards that aren't these. I don't know. Maybe I'll regret that. It's a scheme twist. So each player reveals their hand, KO one of their non-gang heroes, choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost and put it into your hand. This guy only has gray heroes. Well, I'm KOing this because that's my only option. And then I put a hero with costs 4 or less from the HQ into my hand. This one, right? I want this side to get all the goblins. So I guess this guy's getting this. Oh, it's Siren's Ultimate. Shatter the Mastermind. KO up to 2 cards from your hand and or discard pile. That seems fucking great. I want that card. So Shattering the Mastermind, like I said before, Shatter means you half its attack, rounded up. So he would be at 5, assuming he doesn't have any of this in powers going, which luckily he hasn't yet. Like, no range stuff is showing up since he got this little doggo. Anyways, that is the second scheme twist of 6. And we're up to 4 non-gray heroes KO'd. Alright. My man's got 2 attack and 4 recruit. 2 attack can't do nothing. 4 recruit can buy a goblin. Which goblin? This goblin? Buy the one that costs the most. Seems good. A ranged has showed up. This card's just fine. And if you can activate the effect to smash 3, that's good. Just cycling, it's nice getting it out for that. And I can't do anything with this 2 attack. It's Miss Marvel. She also has Ura Enchanted Weapon. Fight or fail. If your Ura Enchanted Weapon revealed a command strike or plot twist, play it. Ugh. Ugh. Command Strike and Plot Twist are the villain versions of Master Strikes and Scheme Twist, by the way. If that wasn't clear. Then it has an overrun effect. Alright, well, this is happening first. I get 2 attack, and I get an extra attack against this, or this. This gains 2 attack, and shatters these 2 cards. So they cost half the cost. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Pot of Greed. And unfortunately, I cannot afford this, even at half price. Big sad. Can't afford this, though. Don't really want that. I'll probably buy that, just because it's fine. It cycles your deck and sometimes does something. Wait, I didn't lose my ranged card, did I? I still have that Iron Man, don't I? Or is it in here? No, I still have the other Iron Man, the one that's all the range tech one. Okay, I got 6 attack. This guy's empowered by instincts, of which there is 2, so it's at 6. KO a card from... I don't have a card in my discard pile. This one's empowered by this. Fight draw card. I might be able to afford this if I fight this Legions of Ultron and draw a card with recruit. So he's currently at 5 attack. Now let me try that. So fight draw card. Ugh. Okay, what do I have in here? I have 2 tech cards. Right? One of my tech cards is also ranged. And I think everything else is either gray or instinct. I'm gonna go with tech. I investigate the top 2 cards of my deck for a tech card. Hell yes. Oh, that's a combo. Okay, so I take this tech card, I get 2 more attack and I draw a card. Then I get 3 more attack because I played a tech card this turn. Still can't afford this, but now I can attack something else. This has 5, but I get an extra attack against it, so I'm going to attack it. I still can't KO a card from my discard pile, but that's fine. I'm just going to get it out of the way. So he's at 5 attack, but it only costs 3 because I get an extra 1 against things in the bridge. So when I rescue this bystander, draw a card. Wait, I have 2 of these? I can afford this, because I shatter it again and it costs 2. Yeah, this is shattered twice, and it costs 2 now, and I can just buy it. Hell yeah. And I have 5 attack. It seems unlikely. I'm gonna feast and hope that it doesn't KO something good. Alright, I feast the top card of my deck. That's great. That's fantastic. Alright, this turn went very well. Can't do anything with that 2 attack or that 1 recruit. Clean up. My sidekicks go under there. Scheme Twist. Reveal your hand, KO one of your non-gray heroes, choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost, and put it into your hand. I want that goblin card. Probably getting rid of this and getting this goblin. And this side, well, you don't have a choice. You're getting rid of this card. And getting this card. Oops. That is the third Scheme Twist. There are currently 6 non-gray heroes in the KO pile. When I get it to 12, I lose. Dude, does this count? It doesn't count the shield cards, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to dodge this goblin. Get another one of these. Okay, so these cards are both worth 3 attack. That's nice. Okay, I am at 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm at 10 attack. And I get an extra 1 against villains in the bridge, sewers, or the Mastermind. The Mastermind currently has 11 attack, because there are 2 ranged heroes in here. But I get an extra attack usable against the Mastermind, so I can hit him. And that's what I'm going to do. You may gain a hero from Ultron's threat analysis pile. That's beautiful. Give me that. Alright, this is going well. The start looked a little dicey, but I'm pretty sure I just win now. Yeah, everything looks great. This hand ain't that. This hand's mostly garbage, so I think shuffling my discard pile right now is actually a good thing. Okay, so what's in there? 3 instincts, 4 instincts, 5 instincts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instincts, 2 tech, and a ranged. I'm going to investigate for instinct. Alright. There's a button in between draw and discard, and if you do that, it'll do that and shuffle. So I'm investigating for instinct. Alright, I get this one and put this one back. It does go back on top, right? Investigate. Top and or bottom. Oh. I can put this on the bottom. I'll do that, because that card sucks. Instinct. Put this on the bottom, put this on the top. 2 attack, 4 attack. 3 recruit. I'm going to try to attack this. If it is a command strike or plot twist, it gets played. But if it's a command strike or plot twist, I still kill her. It is not a command strike or plot twist, it's a bystander. The bystander doesn't have any victory points. So she's still at 4, and she's still dead, and this still goes on the bottom. So I beat her. Good work, team. 3 recruit. Buy this, draw cards, fine. Sometimes the smash effect will happen. Not often. Or I could buy a sidekick. I don't want to buy a recruit. Or an officer, I mean. I think I'm past the point of trying to get cards that give recruit. I want to murder. I want to kill the Ultron. So I'm going to buy that. This card doesn't really do a lot right now, unfortunately. So I have 4 attack and 6 buy. This combos well if I had a lot of dodge cards this turn, because then I get them all back. But it's still 4 attack, which is nice. This sucks. Well, I'm fighting it anyways, and hopefully it doesn't eat something too good. Thank you. Got 6 buy. I'm probably just buying this goblin. Try and get as all the goblins I can. I hate this card. Maybe I'm underestimating how good it is to make your next turn better and your current turn not good. Like, maybe I'm underestimating that. It's the Black Widow. She has 2 Uru enchanted weapons. And if her enchanted weapons reveal any bystanders, kidnap them. The bystander's on the bottom of the deck right now. The other one's somewhere. I'm pretty sure the other one came out already. Oh, what does this team have? First of all, Pot of Greed allows me to draw 1 card. That's not how that works. Shatter the Mastermind. He's at 5 this time. I just went, don't I? Right? I KO 2 cards from my discard pile. Yeah, he's at 5. That's 2 attack. 2 more attack, and 1 extra that can only be used on the Mastermind. Yeah, I win. Boom. Put the top 3 cards of the heroes deck into Ultron's threat analysis pile. Well, there you go, buddy. Threats have been analyzed. If that one came up first, that would have been. This would have been a lot harder if this one came up earlier. But I have won. The good has triumphed over evil, while the happy victory music from Toho 15.5 plays in the background. But yeah, I've been hyper-fixated on this game for a while. I like it. It's very fun. This setup was actually kind of easy. It felt like the villain deck, I went through barely half of it. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I might do more of these videos. And if you have questions about how the game works and what I did and stuff like that, feel free to ask me about it in the comments. I probably messed up more things other than the enchanted weapon from this guy, but who knows. Game's hard. There's so much things. Look at all of these. Look at all of this shit. It's a lot. There's a lot of cards here. There's a lot of keywords, a lot of text. Like, yeah. But yeah. Bye!